a funny guy, and he co-wrote and stars in the new movie Ghostbusters 2, which opens, I think, tomorrow. Tonight here, there's a premiere, I think, and then around the country tomorrow. Would you welcome Dan Aykroyd? Another biggie.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good enough.
How about that?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be working with Bill and everybody again, and we put it together, and it's going to happen, and it looks like a good film.
Yeah, why did I think this was number 3? It's only the number 2, right?
Well, that's you're reading my hopeful thinking. That's you're reading my mind there. I'd like to keep it going, but it's up to the other boys. It's kind of it's like wrestling squid a little bit, Got to get out there and get the nets, get them all together, and
see, Indiana Jones is the 3rd time.
Yeah.
And Star Trek is the 4th time?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't you go 3 or 4 times?
Well, what happens is these characters, are so well known to the audiences, and they just bear more exploitation. People want to see them again, so that's why we decided to all come back.
Now, when somebody told me that you believe in ghosts, or you have a ghost in your house...
Well, I'm the eternal
Were they putting me on
researcher.
or what?
Well, I'm the eternal researcher. There's been a history in my family. Last time we were here together, I showed you that picture of my grandfather with the heads, and I brought my journal for psychical research, which last time... It was a pretty esoteric, journal that time because, they get into things like here, on the quantum mechanics of consciousness with application to anomalous phenomena. Well, sometimes you find accessible things, like there's an article about the seen and the unseen, and here's a good one. Spiritualist healers in Mexico, successes and failures of alternative therapeutics. Now, these are the healers that go in with, their hands and a pencil, and they do kind of,
Psychic surgery.
Can you just imagine? I mean, why didn't my appendix thing work out?
Well, senor, I just had a mesquite and my hands and my fingernails. I mean, you can't expect miracles.
It's like... And
they go into psychic surgery in this sense.
Yeah, they go into psychic
What
surgery.
do they say about it?
Well, I mean, he says sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I'm sorry, you're out of luck today.
Yes.
But we have an old house in Hollywood, and the other day something happened. We were all standing around, and one of the guys said, a weird thing happened. The key to the gas fireplace was removed, and the gas was turned on, and the key was thrown into the grate among the ashes. And this is like, that's not.
You mean somebody took it out?
Yeah, someone deliberately did this. So that was item 1. Item 2, we're standing around, and we were in the kitchen, about 4 of us, and the dog started to go like, like somebody had stepped on him. Did you step on a dog? I didn't step on a dog. Did you? It was that kind of thing. So looking in my research, I look up this book, The Seen and the Unseen. It says here that one of the events was a number of inexplicable physical effects, including movements of heavy furniture, a nightmarish black figure that spoke in blasphemies. Sounds like a night at home with me, really.
Yes.
And something that was apparently tangible enough to grapple with the family dog. So if you have a dog, they are the best ghost detectors that one...
Well, isn't it possible? Now, isn't it just entirely possible? See, I'm rather skeptical on this.
Yeah, well,
isn't it possible that the flea could have bit the dog, and the dog went, geez, wow, and everybody says, aha!
Yeah, but
and the fireplace key is missing, and the dog jumped. Now, come on, Dan.
Well, I don't know. As I say, these are
What other phenomena have you observed?
Well, we have 2 technicians in the house there. We have a sound lab downstairs. They were downstairs, and they were programming samples and stuff, and they were interrupted. They heard something on the stairs. They heard a door slam. And they heard like a vocal cry, like an aria from an opera, like, oh, like this. And they looked at each other. You going to go up and check that out? I'm not going up to check that out. It was that kind of exchange where they just kind of stayed down. We all came home after this party we'd gone to. They told us about the event, and we started to research in the history of the house, found out that the woman who owned the house before, her name was Margaret Oliver, and she was a vocal coach. And she trained Jane Russell, apparently. So every ghost that I've come across or heard about, you can actually apply and put a name to. They actually have names, and...
well, if you find the ghost of James Russell, give me a call.
Jane Russell, sure. No, she's still around.
Are you seriously believe this, or would you like to believe this?
I have to say, this group here, Society for Psychical Research, 5 West 73rd Street, New York, send your money. They've been in existence since 1904, so I have to say there's got to be something to it. There really has to be something to it.
I just haven't seen anything yet anybody has
Well,
done.
for myself. You asked the audience here, I went out and asked the audience, so I'm sure they've either heard a ghost story, an aunt, an uncle, a grandmother, a grandfather has told them about events. that have happened. One of the greatest ones, a colleague from Second City, I don't know if I mentioned it the last time, but I won't mention his name. He was asleep in his bed one night, midnight. He was going out, he was about 19, going out with a 16-year-old girl. And he woke up in the middle of the night, bolt upright, and there at the end of the bed was the girl's father.
Well, I
don't want you to see my daughter again. You know, that's what he laid. And was like, how the hell did you get in the house? You know, that kind of thing. The apparition disappeared. Next day they found out the guy had died at midnight. He came back to warn this fella, hey, stay away from my daughter in life now that I'm gone.
Well,
now, that is an event. I had to cry this story out of him. And some people admit, some people don't. You know,
I have no explanation for that, Dan. I don't even know how salmon get back upstream to lay, and then die. That baffles me,
what
too.
else? So there's all kinds of stuff here.
We had Shirley MacLaine on last week,
Yeah.
And,
Well,
discussing chakras and so forth, and I just didn't quite understand it, but she seems comfortable with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as I say, I'm just assembling research. I'm not going to say either way. You have to decide.
We should keep an open mind.
That's right. I think so.
Often in here we hear the ghost of comedy past.
Yes.
Coming in. You say, I think I heard a laugh. And it's really not there.
That's right.
I've often wondered if you tell a joke in the forest and there's no one there to hear it, is it funny?
Yeah. The trees are laughing.
No, I don't know. It's an interesting theory. Anyway, that's good, huh?
There it is. Yeah, there it is. There's some,
It gets pretty deep, doesn't it?
It's not too bad. Yeah, they're professional researchers. They're into it. Yeah.
We should check that out. We have to do this first?
Okay.
We're going to come right back, and then we'll talk about some other things. Bill Murray's here, and
Good
other
enough.
people. Julie Budd's here. We're all here. Okay, we're back. With Dan Aykroyd. Bill Murray will be out in a moment. I understand there's going to be the reunion of the Saturday Night Gang in September.
In September, we're going to do, get as many people as we can all back together. And
Should
that'll
be fun. You should do, I still remember you doing The Untouchables. You do a great Bob Stack. Now he's got The Unsolved Mystery, so you can go right back to that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How'd you used to call him in the next room? You get that, Lee, Rico, Youngblood, bring the car around by the back.
Don't let anybody see me smoke a cigarette. Might take the image.
Oh, yeah. Well, that Unsolved Mysteries thing. I mean, they can open it. Yeah.
You got
2 years ago, a woman couldn't find her dentures. They're gone. The bottom of Chesapeake Bay. Who's going to drag for them? We don't know.
This, you can do anything.
You just go on.
Yeah.
Reality show.
Well, Robert Stack. He's great. Real nice guy, too. I worked with him on something. He's a real good man.
You're going to you got a farm up in Canada? Somebody said?
We have a farm up in Canada.
Working farm?
A working farm, a crop farm, and it's way up there in eastern Ontario, and, it's kind of the back country. You get, no kidding, huh? And you get up about 200 miles north of where I am. You need bush planes to get into things, and I'm just thinking, I kind of reflect here. I'm 37 years old. When I started Saturday Night Live in 75, the only VCRs you had were those big 3/4-inch ones.
Right.
Disposable lighters were just becoming happening thing. Now we have cellular phones, and now we have fax at the farm.
Fax machine.
So, I mean, certain confusing things can happen. Like, I heard of a story the other day. A couple of farmers up there, getting modernized and everything. One guy calls the other and says,
I got that information on that grains species you wanted me to send you. I'll fax it to you. What? I said I'll fax you. Well, fax you. What? I said, well, fax this. Well, what the fax you talking about? It could be a real mother faxer. You know what I mean? I just,
Once they get your number.
Yeah.
The problem with having a fax machine, if some of these advertisers get your home fax, they can start sending stuff to you and pile it up by the reams. That's the problem I have in it. So anyway, should we bring out Bill? Because we got a film clip we want to show.
Hey, listen, yeah.
You know Bill, the other star of Ghostbusters, Bill Murray. Come on, Bill. Yeah. Well, here we are again.
Your funny monologue.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How'd you like the second spot, the graduation address?
I was headed for the car.
Good, hey. Last time you guys were here, you were here together before, weren't you?
Yeah.
In the other picture.
Yes, I appreciate you giving him another platform for his ideas, John.
Yeah, do you understand
You're
that?
very patient with the old book here. It's true.
How about, do you believe what Dan
I think they're ghosts, but
You know most of them.
but most of them are just waiters in restaurants. You know,
I'm your ghost Steve.
they take your order and then they vanish.
I haven't. I've seen the ads for the Ghostbusters now.
Oh, you did? How'd
Yes.
you do that?
Oh, somebody faxed them to me. Who has billing now? How does it read? Is this alphabetical? How did this work out?
It's not alphabetical. This is I'm the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, at the
Is
time,
side by side or?
well, at the time I hadn't worked in 4 years, so they were kind of promoting the fact that not dead but back. So they put me in the front, and then it was lucky, so they didn't want to change it. Besides, people get so thrown by the spelling of his name that it's easy to start with something that they can recognize.
Are you guys close off when you're not working together?
I don't know the man at all.
No, never. But a lot of people, for example, thought a lot of teams were very close, and we're not. Abbott and Costello were not particularly great social friends. A lot of teams will work closely, although you're not a team as such. But I just wondered how you get along.
No, we get along very well. We're probably the close. We're close to each other. From the show, I think we're closer than any other two people.
Billy kind of took me under his wing there when I first started at Second City in Chicago. Back there in the...
Oh, yeah.
Billy kind of, picked me up at the airport and make sure that I had all the right things in the city to, make me happy.
I had a beer in the car.
Did you really? Welcome to New York.
Of course, we
Welcome
had
to
shoulder-length
my
hair
town.
back then, and, he had a Fu Manchu mustache, and...
We would wave beer at police just so they wouldn't pull us over. It's all right. It's just beer,
Oh,
folks.
sure.
Yeah.
Your ball team lost, right? You're a
My
big sports
Cubs?
fan. Yeah, your Cubs.
Our Cubs.
Our Cubs.
Well, they lost yesterday, but it was only because the rain came. That's right. They're in first place, and I don't think there's any question. They're going to go all the way. I went to 2 games this week in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a new child. You named one of your sons.
Homer.
I'm not making fun of that. Was my father's name.
No kidding, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned name. You
a
don't
great
hear
American
people naming their kids Homer anymore. How'd that come about?
Well,
They never call him Homer. They call him Kit. Kit Carson. They never call him. Homer's an old-fashioned name. It's like Ezekiel. I mean, you wouldn't name your kid Ezekiel, would you? Or
I know someone that don't say that. Yeah.
Well, there were times when they named them strange
I think
names.
it's neat. Well, when my wife was pregnant, we thought we were going to have a girl. The doctor said, well, you're going to have a girl. So I was sort of thinking, well, I want to call this big lump something. So I started calling it Homer, And I thought I wanted to pick a name that I would never hear again, in case, in case the baby were born looking like Dan or something. Put it up for adoption right away or something. So I just kept calling him Homer, Homer. And then I was in the delivery room when the baby was born, and the baby comes out, and they flip it upside down, and it's got, it's got the stuff. And they say
Don't get too technical for our audience.
no,
Yeah.
I did. Well, the stuff.
The
Everybody
stuff.
knows what I mean.
Boy stuff.
Yeah, guys,
Guy stuff. Guy
yeah.
stuff.
It's neat stuff. It is. Good stuff.
And you said...
And he said, it's a boy. And I said, Homer. And he turned around and went,
Yeah, that's me.
just like that. He looked right at me and knew his name was Homer, because they can hear you in the womb, and
He's going to be an amazing hockey player.
Yeah. Homer Murray.
what a curse.
Yeah.
What a curse.
You grew up with 9?
9
9
yes.
kids in your family.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Would you have 9?
Would I?
Yeah.
I'd take a shot at it, but I'd never have 9. Where's the drummer over there? For heaven's
Yeah, we're
sake?
having no rim shots.
Yeah, I'm dying out here. Thank you. Thank you. Pass those down, will you? Well, I don't know. I've got 2 now, so that's...
both boys.
Yeah, both boys.
Yeah.
And 9 was a lot. I mean, my mother was a sport.
Was she ever? Good-natured lady.
Yeah, she must have enjoyed a good time and was a sport about the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, some people, like the process, but not the, the paperwork or whatever.
Didn't she? Weren't you going to be, if I remember, a doctor once, and Aykroyd was going to be a priest?
Yes, that's right.
Hi, yeah,
Is
that's
that-
us, yeah. I'm a doctor, he's a priest.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Right, it sounds like a sitcom.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah. That's right.
We're willing to get back into that at a moment.
Where did you go?
You see, he could do bad surgery on you, and I'd give you the last rites. You know, it's like...
We got a film clip from this motion picture. I imagine you'd like us to show it. I mean, you guys don't want to come here and just waste your time.
No, I thought I'd tell Bob Elliott's book instead.
Hey, I've done my
Have you seen his book, Bob and Ray's book?
You think I know that?
It's funny. He and his son wrote
They're
a book.
funny guys.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Does this need, as they say, any setting up, or is there any particular
Help me, Ron.
point in the picture?
Well, we are doing some research, and we found this psychomagnetheric plasm flow, slime flow, beneath the city of New York. And so we've got a little sample of it, and it's in the microwave.
All right,
you need to know.
Watch the monitor here.
We've been experimenting with the plasm we found in the subway tunnel. Careful.
Should I get spoons?
Don't bother. Watch this.
Go ahead, Ray.
You! You worthless piece of slime! You ignorant, disgusting blob!
You're nothing but an unstable short-chain molecule.
You foul, obnoxious mob!
You have a weak electrochemical bond.
I have seen some disgusting crud in my time, but you take the cake. You're just...
This is what you do with your spare time. This is an incredible breakthrough. I mean, what a discovery, a psychoreactive substance. Whatever this stuff is, it responds to human emotional states. Mood slime.
Oh, really? You mean this stuff actually feeds on bad vibes?
Like a cop in a donut factory.
We've been running tests to see if we can get an equally strong positive reaction.
What kind of test?
Well, we sing to it, and we talk to it, and say supportive, nurturing things to it.
You're not sleeping with it, are you, Ray?
That's all. There you can't miss. You can't miss. Well, I would, even with all the big blockbusters around, I don't see how you guys could miss on this one. You know, you got your built-in audience there.
It's a comedy. If you want to laugh and have a good time, it's there, you know. I don't know.
I think a lot of these folks want to be miserable, man.
Yeah.
No, I do. I'm just a hunch.
Now, you guys can't stay tonight, I understand. Do you really have to leave, or is this just where you're trying to get out of not
This is the
hanging
greatest
around?
thing.
Oh, we want to stay.
No. We have the actual premiere of the movie tonight, and we're going to just go get in the traffic jam to go over there.
I think they would like you in attendance.
The folks at home probably don't know this, but the Carson show is taped in the afternoon so that Johnny can jump right out and get right into the worst traffic in Los Angeles. But we're actually going to premiere. I've always wondered, where in the hell is Bob Hope going anyway? It's 5:30. I mean, where's he going to go? I mean,
Bob always going somewhere.
He's always got somewhere. But I mean, people will always get up and get out. I mean,
Anyway, thanks for coming, guys.
We
Hope it's
have
a big hit
legit.
for you.